time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. We're going to listen to a rarity from the UK. It's a single by a group called Fire. Fire was formed in the mid-60s, but originally was called Friday's Child. And Child was spelled C-H-Y-L-D. How original. The group was formed by Dave Lambert. And if you know who Dave Lambert is, he later joined Straubs in the early 1970s. He played guitar and sang. The bass player was Dick Duffel, and the drummer was Bob Voice. They had a manager. His name was Ray Hammond. And Ray didn't really care for the name of the group's name, Friday's Child, which I thought was kind of weird because I really do like that name. It's kind of a cool name. And had them change their name to Fire. Well, soon after that, the group let Ray go and picked up two other managers, John Turner and Derek Savage. That was a good move for them because those two managers got them a recording deal with Decca Records. They also got them a publishing deal with a new publishing company, and that publishing company was Apple Publishing. That Apple Publishing was owned by the Beatles. They recorded their first single, Father's Name is Dad, and released it in March of 1968. Well, Paul McCartney liked to dabble in everything that was Apple. He had his fingers in everything, especially the publishing company. He heard the single, did not like what he heard, and had it pulled in the week after it was released. What he wanted was the group to go back in the studio and re-record it and give it a little bit more punch. What they did is they re-recorded some of the guitar, they re-recorded some of the vocal, they remixed it, and 6 months later, in September of 1968, released it again as a single. Unfortunately, music changes very quickly, so what could have been a hit in March 1968 went nowhere in September of 1968. Fell off the chart, never got on a chart, in fact. It just went to nowhere land. So that was the fate of that single. What's interesting, if you own a copy of this single, it is worth big bucks. I'll tell you, Discogs has one copy. So Discogs.com is a database of artists and their recorded music. LPs, 45s, compilations, videos, whatever. But they have one copy of Father's Name is Dad by Fire, and it's going for $1,200. $1,200. I'm sure that's like in fine to mint condition, but that's a lot of money for a single. So if you own one, you could be a rich person. So with that said, let's listen to Fire doing their first single, Father's Name is Dad, which is a great title for a song. Very cool song. I love the guitars, very much late 67, early 68 style music. And the first time I heard this song, I've heard it a couple times now, it reminded me of The Who. Not so much, I don't know, maybe not so much musically, though it does sound like it could easily be pulled off of the first Who album, My Generation. But the lyrics and how it's being sung remind me a lot of the Who. This is something that Pete Townsend would have written. I mean, that's the way I look at it, because it's got that kind of personal feel. It's a story being told. He says, my father's name is Dad, my mother's name is Mom. I mean, how generic is that? That's so cool. Just really like it. But I like the lyrics. I like how it's being sung, and then it's got that real gritty, dirty guitar sound behind it as well. So very, very kind of cool song. The first time I heard it was like, what? but the more I hear it, the more I just think it's such a cool song. And it's written by Dave Lambert as well. So let's keep on going.
So now into my present age, which people call the awkward stage. Why should everything be made to look like insane escapade? My father's name was Dad, my mother's name was Mom. How can I take the blame for anything I've done? See the hollows of my eyes, make my career empty skies. I'll laugh at it all. So now it's my present day.
Okay, so Paul McCartney wanted this pulled so we get a little bit more of a punch. Well, he went into an instrumental break there with a little bit of a guitar solo, but then this bass guitar comes in and it is punching you right in the face. And the drummer's, going along with him, but it's a little bit more in the background. That bass guitar is just so up front in that instrumental break. So I hope McCartney was happy with that. Let's keep on going.
So now it's my present age, which people call the awkward stage. Why should everything be made to look like insane escapade? My father's name was Dad, my mother's name was Mom. How can I take the blame for anything I've done?
So that was Father's Name is Dad by Fire. Just think it's a cool song. I mean, I'm a big fan of UK music from the 60s, especially from like 64 to 70. There's so many great songs out there, and there's so many rarities. I mean, I think the UK was just putting out singles like crazy by different bands, but there's so many rarities like this particular song, and they're really, really good songs. I just think they're a lot of fun to listen to. I love going back to this time period, and this is one of those songs that just sticks out. Like I said, the first time I heard it, I went, "Father's name is Dad." I mean, how original is that? And mother's name is Mom. I mean, that's just so cool. Good song, good instrumentation, and I love the vocals and the lyrics. Just fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed this. Going back to a rarity by a group called Fire. Father's Name is Dad. If you've never heard this before, take a look at it. Also, the other thing is the B-side is really cool to this single as well, and we may do that one in the future, but it's very, very psychedelic. Very psychedelic. So, there you have it. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, hit that like button. That'd really be appreciated. If you have any comments about Fire, Father's Name is Dad, put in the comments below. That'd be cool. And maybe if you happen to have a copy of this single, hey, let us know. That'd be so cool as well. I'm going to take a link to this video and put it in my description or notes below. So if you want to watch it again, hear the song again, hit the link. It'll open up and you won't have me stopping the video. You'll just get to watch it from beginning to end. I'm also going to take a link to the channel that uploaded this video. You might want to check out that channel. There may be some really cool stuff out there. You may want to subscribe to that channel as well. Hey, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, let's do it right now. We're playing some really cool stuff. I mean, we're all over the board on music on this channel. So there's going to be something you like, I'm sure. If you got my video open, go below, hit the subscribe button. That's all you have to do. If you want, go over here, ring the bell, and you'll get updates to my latest videos. I love this. Great song. I just wanted to do it and share it with everybody that's watching Driving with Todd because it is such a cool song. It put a huge smile on my face now and the first time I heard it. I hope it put a huge smile on your face. And peace out, baby.